Hello children, welcome to today's class. Today we will discuss accessing list. How to access list elements from a list. Before entering to the session, we have to identify the similarity of list with strings. Accessing list elements. Let's start today's session by the topic similarity with the strings. Just like string, every individual elements of list are accessed from their index positions, which is from 0 to length minus 1 in forward indexing, and from -1 to negative length in backward indexing, like a string itself. For example, fruits is equal to mango, apple, guava, pomegranate and cherry. How can we access the elements from this list? Like a string, we can identify the forward indexing and backward indexing. Forward indexing, that is from 0 to length minus 1. Backward indexing, that is -1 to negative length. Check this one. Forward indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 elements are there. Backward indexing -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay, clear? Then, if list element is large, it will store the reference in the list and the values will be stored somewhere else. List elements are accessed just like string, like str of 2, means character at second index. Second index position. List 1 of 2 means elements at second index, and list 1 within the square bracket I specified here 1:3. That means all items between the index 1 to 2. 1 is the start element, 3 is the last element excluding third index. So 1 and 2. Okay. Another similarities are length. The same length function we can use on list to find out number of elements in the list. We can use the len function to find out the number of elements in the list, same as string. Indexing and slicing. We already discussed about this indexing and slicing in the string itself. Indexing means index positions, forward indexing and backward indexing. How can we access the elements? List of 1. First index element we can identify. Slicing means we are extracting some values from this particular list from 1 to 3. So we can use this 1:4. So 1, 2 and 3 values we can see. Okay. Then membership operators, that is in and not in. In means if the element is present in the list or not. Not in does the opposite. In means that will check the element is present or not in the list. Not in does the opposite. Okay. Then concatenation and replication operators, plus and star. Plus means concatenation plus operator adds one list to the end of another. Then star operator repeats a list. Okay. We will discuss this concatenation and replication operators in detail in the later sections. Okay. Accessing individual elements. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A of 1 means 0, 1. 2 is the value. We are using here the forward indexing, 0th index, 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So A of 1, 0 and 1. Second value, 2 is the value. A of 3. In the square bracket we are using this index values. Index positions. A of 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 is the value. A of -2, that is backward indexing. -1, -2, which is the value? 4 is the value. A of 5, that is error. Why? Why there is an error? Because here in that position the values are not there. That is why here this A of 5 is an error. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 4 the values are there. In this fifth index the values are not there. Okay, clear? Differences in string and list. Although there are many similarities in string and list, but there are many differences between them also. And the main differences is strings are immutable, whereas lists are mutable. Strings are immutable means we can't change. Lists are mutable means we can change, we can edit the values. Check this one. Student is equal to 1 comma Agarsh comma plus 1 A comma 1 value 3150. Then I used here the student 3, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, that is 3150. I changed that value with a 6300. I assigned this numeric value to this position 3 of student list. 0, 1, 2, 3. Updated value we can see, that is 6300. This is possible in list. Editing is possible. So lists are mutable. Okay, clear? Then traversing a list. Traversing means you can go through the values of a list. That is this traversing a list. Just like string, we can use for loop to traverse the list. Example, val is equal to 10, 20, 30, 50, 100. For I in val, here in this val variable, the values are 10, 20, 30, 50, 100. Print I. At the time of first iteration, the value of I is 10. 10 will be printed on the monitor. Then during the second iteration, I's value is 20. 20 will be printed on the monitor. Then third iteration, I's value is 30. 30 will be printed on the monitor and so on. Okay, up to this 100. Clear? Write a program to print list elements along with their index, both positive and negative, that is forward indexing and backward indexing. How can we execute this one? Val is equal to 10, 20, 30, 50, 100. Length is equal to len of val. We can use this len function to find out the number of elements in a list. Here val is a list. Okay, then length is equal to len of val. For I in range length, here only the end value we specified in this range function. So the starting value is 0, 0 to length minus 1. Okay, during the first iteration, I is equal to 0. So here we can identify val of 0, that is 10. At index I, 0th index, and index 0 minus length is 5. 0 minus 5, that is negative 5, is 10. 0th index and negative 5th index, the value is 10. In the case of forward indexing, the 0th index value is 10. In the case of backward indexing, the negative 5th index value is 10. So at index I and index I minus length, I's value 0 and index negative 5 is val of I, that is 10. Okay. During the second iteration, I's value is equal to 1. At index 1 and index 1 minus 5, that is negative 4. 0, 1, 20. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, 20. Value of 1 is 20. Okay, and so on up to this 100 or length minus 1. Okay, clear this one? The next one, comparing list. Python allows us to use all the relational operators on list like equal to, greater than or is equal to, less than or is equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. Python will compare individual elements of each list. L1 is equal to 1, 3, 5. L2 is equal to 1, 3, 5. L3 is equal to 1, 5, 3. L1 equal to L2. L1 and L2. True. These two lists are equal. L1 equal to L3. This is wrong. False. L1 less than L2. L1 and L2 are same. So this is wrong. L1 less than L2. So we will get the answer as false. L1 less than L3. True. That is L1 and L3. First element 1, 1. Second element 3, 5. 3 less than 5. So we can identify L1 is less than L3. True. L4 is equal to 1, 3, 6. L1 less than L4. L1 1, 3, 5. L4 1, 3, 6. L1 less than L4. This is also true because here the third value 6 in this L4. Here in this L1 the third value is 5. 5 less than 6. True. Okay, clear? Then non-equality comparison in list sequences. Here check this one. 1, 2, 8, 9 less than 9, 1. Yes, this is true because 1 less than 9. First condition 1 less than 9. This is true. Then 1, 2, 8, 9 less than 1, 2, 9, 1. This is also true. 8 less than 9. Third value 8. Here third value 9. 8 less than 9. This is also true. 1, 2, 8, 9 less than 1, 2, 9, 10. 8 less than 9. 8 less than 9. This is also true. 1, 2, 8, 9 less than 1, 2, 8, 4. This is false because 9 less than 4 is false. 9 less than 4. That is false. Okay. Clear? Okay children. These all are very easy topics. So study these all topics in an effective way. The notes of the topic is attached. Take down the notes and learn it. A test paper is also included. Submit your answers as soon as possible. That's all for today. We will meet in the next class. Till then, take care. Thank you.